Hey there, folks. Well, today's episode gets you up to speed on my squad building efforts to ensure that we win the Slovak First Division and we can get through the qualifying rounds of the UEFA Champions League. The board want us to sign younger players, but we also need to make sure that we have quality and we have depth in order to meet these lofty targets that I have set. Will I get the balance right? Hello, folks. Hope you're on good form. It is Dan here, and welcome back. I'm going to try doing a shorter episode today just to get you caught up on the status of the squads in terms of transfer incomings and outgoings, and also talk a little bit about um, squad status in terms of nationalities. There have been some rule changes in Slovakia around what nationalities count as foreign, and also the parlous, very, very dodgy state of our finances. All right, so let's get into the exciting stuff. In terms of, we have been rather busy. We've spent just a shade under £5 million, and just a shade over 2.1 million has been recouped. So that is what, a net of 2.8 million. In terms of outgoings, let's go through them first. A whole bunch of frees. These were all youth players who've gone out to various places. Was Kutsiak. Yeah, he's the 6'5" big boy that was sold out from under me, because this is what happens when you allow your, gosh, who is responsible for this absolute travesty? Should have found out beforehand, shouldn't I? Initiating player signings, handle incoming offers for under 21. Yeah, it's the head of youth development. And also maybe ultimately, yeah, whereas contract discussions for under 21 is the director of football. So between the two, we've kind of allowed players to walk out, like Roman Kusiak. There we are, Kusiak. Kusiak. There we are. Well done, Dan. Uh, so 6'5". Not actually worth that much, but he's gone to Palermo. So, in other words, there were a few decent players that have just kind of walked out. Jan Siernik has also gone. Jeez, do you know what? You go to England and everyone's worth an absolute fortune. Yeah, not really that great. So, nothing too upsetting. We've also, where we've managed to recoup money though, is the sale of a lot of wingers, or the loan out of wingers. So Zubaru has gone to FC Utrecht for 185,000. He wasn't getting a lot of game time from memory. Yeah, 7 appearances, 1 goal, all in all. But absolutely fantastic in the second division for the under 21 team, or slash B team. So yeah, good luck to him. Apparently he's worth an absolute fortune though, so maybe I have underestimated him. But the scout reports, scouts aren't really that great, are they? Worth a lot now. So he is gone for an absolute steal. Silla has also gone. He was hankering for a move, in fairness. But again, he's worth a fair amount, but we've sold him for just under £750,000, but that can raise to 800,000. Samuel Datko, Slovak boy, did really well for us last season. Scored 6 goals. They were, tended to be rather timely. Put it in a good shift. What was his average rating? Just a shade under 7. So there was an argument to keep him, but when you see the sheer number of wide players who can play on the wings, you might understand. Panya, again, he had a good season. It wasn't a bad season by any stretch. Just an average rating shade under 7. Again, popped up with some good goals. So he's gone out on loan to Apoel Nicosia in Cyprus, and I think from memory there is an option to buy for 160,000. So hopefully they'll exercise that. Oh dear, I've gone too far. Who else has gone? We've got a young lad on loan to, I think they're non-league. No, they're second division. Okay, good. Martin Vasil, or Vashil, he has gone out on loan. He is a target forward. High potentials. So we're going to keep an eye on him. He's gone to Jelena, which is good because they're obviously a first division team. So hopefully, will he potentially come up against us? Can be recalled. No, it doesn't seem like we're blocking him, so he'll probably score against us this season. Klaus Gieterman has gone out to some other Bystrica team, Powazka or Pavazka, either or. Wonderful. Roman Karman has gone. Where's he gone? Has he gone on loan? No, he went for good. Yeah, just under 500,000 with some extras potentially there. Again, we were not really that bothered about him, to be honest. He never featured for us. He did quite well in the second division last season, but coaches didn't rate him. Yeah, so, Mrozek, he's gone purely because we have two shiny new goalkeepers. So again, nothing wrong with him. 12 clean sheets and 31 appearances. That's okay. And yeah, but had to, it's all about kind of getting a churn going. And Stubla, our Bosnian 23-year-old, he's also gone out to Burgos, who are in the Spanish division, Spanish second division, pardon me. Who would have thought it? So in the last episode, in terms of incomings, the last episode, we talked about Rivera. So yeah, he looks fairly solid. Argentinian 26-year-old, no youth caps or anything like that. He looks fine. Ted Kurd has come in from Crystal Palace as our first choice goalkeeper. He generally is just an improvement on Mrozek. I'm going to butcher this pronunciation, aren't I? Yeah, Milos Salvjevic. He has come in from a random Serbian team, Radnički, 1923. He looks really, really good. Big lad, 6'3", high jumping reach, decent heading, but he will definitely 100% get some goals. So he is a first choice centre back. Adam Pavlovic. So from Pavlovic onwards, these are all new that you don't know about. We met his minimum fee release clause, just under 600,000. So he played for Trentin against us. I'm pretty sure he scored against us last year. He looks really, really quite handy. I think that we have a future Slovak international on our hands here. So I think he is, if I can find, what's his name, Mislovic. He, in a number of respects, apart from defending, mentals and aerial, physically, in terms of speed and vision and attacking and technical, he is better than Mislovic. So he is going to be our first choice attacking midfielder. Marek Liska, or Liska. He is another wide player. Again, there's a bit of an opportunism there. We brought him in for quite a lot of money, but we met his minimum release fee just to activate those contract negotiations. 20 years old. I am definitely not going to play him as an advanced playmaker on the left. However, he can play in the centre, but I imagine I'm going to be using him as an inside forward purely because his finishing is good and his composure is good, and his off the ball is good. So for all those reasons and his technique and just a lot of things that make him a good inside forward. So he will be absolutely fine out there. Franco Menendez is an Argentinian goalkeeper. He is 100% one for the future because he has potentially up to 4.5 stars of potential ability. Yeah, he is looking really rather good. So he will be an able backup, and he will also get. I need to set him for availability for the BE team. Yeah, he is already there, so he'll get some second division experience as a 21-year-old goalkeeper. That is absolutely fine. He's been capped at under 20 level for Argentina. Isn't that nice? Now I broke the bank for this guy. I really wanted him. Pavel Voleshak. He is a Czech 19-year-old defender. I have overpaid for him purely by virtue of the he could be somewhere between 900,000 and 2.6. I've paid 2.7, but I really, really wanted this guy. Perhaps, not wisely. He is unambitious and doesn't look to further himself. I think I knew about that. He needs to be more consistent. I'm hoping that the general makeup of the squad is going to change this in terms of that if he is in a good mentoring group, and I forget where that is. Mentoring. Where is that? Hierarchy, social groups. Where is mentoring? There we go. Training. Yeah, of course it's in training. So he is with Lukasz Lovat, who is balanced. He may potentially be on the way out. Yeah, so hopefully we can change that particularly detrimental con. He needs to become more consistent. Okay, fine. But I really feel like I'm having to sell this guy now. I haven't done a good job so far. He's going to be absolutely fine, and I imagine if nothing else, we're going to be able to sell him at a profit anyway. And he does fit within our philosophy. He's got 20 under 21 caps for the Czech Republic, which is pretty good for a 19-year-old. So he's been in that setup for a while from the looks. We brought in, we missed out on signing him for his minimum fee to minimum transfer clause. But we have got Robert Hlavat, I think, on loan. He went to FC Lorient, but they just wanted to profit on him pretty much straight away. They put him out for loan, so we are paying a fee, which is going to go some way to repaying their transfer fee. We've also potentially lined up, if I can find it, an optional feature fee of 2.6 million, which I think is going to be absolutely fine. What I did notice was that we looked rather light in terms of quality on the left side, and we wanted a wing back. So without really scouting this guy properly, I just brought him in on a wing and a prayer for 150,000 because, why not? We had the money. And it actually looks like that might have worked out reasonably well. 3.5 stars of potential, not the best. The scouts were rating him higher than that, but there was wiggle room, there wasn't certainty. He is not particularly consistent. He is not good at jumping or having any kind of aerial presence at all. But he has a lot of upsides. He's a leading player for most first division sides, and I think that he is one that we can develop and hopefully sell him for a profit at some point, so that is absolutely fine. In terms of our squad makeup, this is rather exciting. If I sort by nationality, so we have brought in an Algerian, 2 Argentinians, and another Czech player. we've also brought in Ted Kurd, who is English, and we have brought in Milosav Levic, who is Serbian. We have brought in three Slovak players, which obviously helps with things like number of foreign players. I mean, obviously the home nation, that's going to help with the Champions League squad. But what is really, really exciting, we've also got Mihailovsky, who is Turkish, but that was from last season. What is really, really exciting is that I'm pretty sure Bosnia, I'm not sure about Kosovo, they might have done, but Serbia have joined the European Union. So what this does is it opens up potential signings of more European players who are not counted as foreign because they've joined the European Union, which is great because we might be able to find some really high potential and good quality players for the future and also for now. And what that does is it takes a little bit of pressure off the number of foreigners that are included on a match day, because we are limited to 5. And yeah, so that's looking really, really good. In terms of future transfers, I don't think we have anything lined up. They're all in active deals. We'll forget about that. No, nothing lined up. We don't have much left in the bank for transfers. We've got 160,000. We might be able to do something there. And we've also about 12 grand within our wage budget. So looking pretty good. I think we have improved the squads. It may not look it in the squad planner, but I think we've got more depth. But also I think we've got a bit more quality in certain places as well. So I'm pretty positive about what could happen this season. In terms of next episode, I will be bringing you our second Champions League second qualifying round first leg against Shelbourne over in Ireland. They are currently top of the Irish Premier Division, which I can see because Ireland is a playable league on this save, and they are comfortably top. So it's not going to be necessarily an easy game. Okay, yeah, so we are 21st. So we've gone up from 24th. The Irish League isn't too far away, he says. It is quite far away, actually, in fairness. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I completely misspoke. So the Irish Premier Division is it's 2.5 stars, and we are 3 stars. So there's not a huge gulf there, to be honest. In fact, I think yeah, I don't know why I thought that. Oh, possibly because I was thinking about where we are in relation to the Czech First Division, and we're above them, which is really, really nice, because there's a bit of rivalry between Czechs and Slovaks. They were one country once upon a time, but they do have a friendly rivalry going on. So yeah, really, really good. And then I completely forgot to mention that clubs. Right, Club Bruges, they won the Europa Conference League last season, so there's no shame in losing in the round of 16 to the eventual winners. I think they beat Getafe 2-1 from memory. Let's have a look. Yeah, they won 2-1. So all in all, oh wow, they were losing. Now this I did not know. They were staring down the barrel of a defeat, and they scored 2 injury time goals. That is quite fantastic. But even so, there is absolutely no shame in losing to the eventual winners. But also thinking about it, having to put that defeat last season in context, they are a top 10 league in Europe. So let's be kind to ourselves, shall we? Yeah. So that is it from me, I think. And in the next episode, I will see if we can make some progress. Well, thanks very much, folks, for watching this video, keep your fingers crossed for me, because I dearly, dearly hope that we can have a positive season and continue to make progress in terms of improving the reputation and the financial might and all that kind of good stuff of Slovan Bratislava. And hopefully we can have, especially we can have a good Champions League campaign, because otherwise it'll be a fairly sad season if we get dumped out of Europe too quickly. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.